The battle over history is frequently motivated by fear. Parents and educators worry that if they don't teach the kids that their nation is wonderful, they won't grow to love it. Given this, teaching about the Philippines' history is crucial. Negative scenarios must be introduced carefully and softly to avoid shaking the confidence of young brains. Loving the country means teaching its history honestly. In today's episode, we have a very special guest that will walk us through the importance of incorporating love of country into our education programs. She is the president and CEO of Mission Ministries Philippines. She held a master's degree in education with a major in guidance and counseling from the University of the Philippines, and recently she earned her doctorate in Transformational Leadership from the Bethel Bible Seminary. So without further ado, let's all welcome Dr. Chonabelle M. Domingo. Good evening, Ma'am Chona, and thank you for gracing our show.
Good evening. Thank you
Ayan.
for this opportunity to be invited.
Sure, and let's start off our interview with the big question already. So Miss Chona, how important is teaching the youth to have love for the country?
Well, I think that's very important. We call that patriotism, no? Loving your country. Because how could we have a better country if we would not love that country for the first time? At the same time, how can we have good citizens of tomorrow if we are not including that in our curriculum?
So what difference do you think it makes po ba? What can a child that loves his or her country actually do?
Well, somebody who love his country, to be specific, because I am connected with early childhood education, we teach preschoolers, and patriotism is part of our curriculum because we believe that we could produce a better citizen of tomorrow if we are teaching them how to love their country as early as their preschool age. And loving their country would all the more give them a sense of identity because they would feel that they belong to something bigger than themselves. And eventually, if they would have that sense of identity, they would think big, they would dream big, and the more they could accomplish big for themselves, and eventually the country would be benefited.
So our program is called On Our Way There or Papunta pa lang kami. And we aim to dispel the notion that the youth can only learn from the elders and not the other way around. May share po ba kayong lesson na you recently learned from a kid or a teenager na sa tingin nyo is very helpful for you?
Definitely, kasi iba na ang mga bata in today's generation, no? Gone are the days na yung mga bata ay they look up to adults. Sometimes we look up to them dahil iba na ngayon ang generation. So I think maraming ako sa personal na experience ko, especially I am also a Sunday school teacher. Recently, last Sunday lang, I have this experience working with an 8-year-old kid, no? There was a time, in fact, last Sunday lang yon. I am encouraging all the children to worship, to go to the church hall and worship together. Not this child. Sabi niya, I don't feel like worshiping. Can I just play? So what I did, I just allowed him to play. But I gave him this remark. Okay, so once you're done with playing, can you join us in worship? Lo and behold, you know, after 5 minutes, here is the child worshiping with us. So, para ang natutunan ko doon, kung hindi mo lang talaga, if you would only learn how to respect what they want, anyway, hindi naman masama yung gusto niya. And if they would feel that you are honoring them, you are respecting them, eventually they would follow you. No? So, matatalino na ang mga bata ngayon. Diba? Hindi mo sila dapat kinokontrol and you could learn a lot from them. Another child na nagsabi rin sa akin, sabi niya, I remember nung nagtuturo ako ng preschool before, nare-recall ko lang because of this discussion. Sinabi niya sa akin, Teacher Chona, kailangan kakain ka ng gulay. No, kasi masustansya yun. Imagine yung bata ang nagsasabi sa akin na kumain ng gulay. And then I asked why. Kasi nakita niya nung that time, yung teacher ako, hindi ako kumakain ng gulay. Pero siya pa mismo yung nagsabi sa akin na kumain ng gulay. So, noon pa lang talaga nakikita ko na ang mga bata, we have to view them in a positive perspective. Kasi matatalino sila at magagaling sila. Maybe because of the media nowadays, no? Mas exposed sila.
That's right. And for the last question, we have lang po a bonus question that we also ask all our guests. So one of the main challenges we collectively face today is disinformation or yung tinatawag na fake news. So what strategies are educators like you are employing to fight disinformation?
I think very important yung ano, parang bibigyan mo talaga ng solid education yung mga youth, yung mga bata. Kasi sila, fascinated sila sa media and believer sila, everything that they hear, naniniwala agad sila. So if you don't give them solid information about anything, it's so easy for them ma-deceive sa mga news, di ba? And at the same time, I think yung hamon sa atin ng 21st century skills educator, ang sabi ng research na yon, the 3 hours of learning, which are reading, writing, mathematics, they are no longer sufficient so that our children can make it to the global world. Ang sabi ng research, the 21st century skills na communication, critical thinking, collaboration, creativity should be included in the curriculum, no? Particularly yung being critical, di ba? So kailangan ang mga youth ngayon tinuturuan mo sila na they would not simply accept a certain information. Kailangan marunong sila mag-critic, no? Marunong sila magtanong, marunong sila mag-isip, hindi nila agad dapat paniniwalaan lahat-lahat.
All right. Thank you very much, Ma'am Shona, for your time this evening. And we absolutely learned a lot from you, even with short time that we have. Thank you. And we hope to
Okay.
see you again soon here in our program.
Okay, thank you very much, Carla May. Thank you.
Thank you to all our listeners. Tune in every 5 in the afternoon Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays here at DZRK 187's On the Way There.